is named after three of Cincinnati's outstanding PR professionals and public relations leaders, William Werner, Werner-VonderHaar, and Judith Bogart. They all served as chapter presidents here in Cincinnati and then went on to serve at the national level as national presidents as well as PRSA. Every year, our chapter has the honor of bestowing this award to a member who has demonstrated outstanding achievement within our own chapter and the community, and the society as a whole, and the profession. It's my honor to share that this year's very deserving recipient is Chris Kemper, APR. Chris Kemper, International Man of Mystery. It's true. In one of his nominations this year, Chris Kemper was noted as being basically synonymous with Cincinnati PRSA, and I think it's true. He's been around at least as long as I have been a member, and it's fitting then that he would be recognized as this year's WVB honoree in this, his final year on the Cincinnati PRSA board. He first joined the board in 1999 when Facebook had not been invented, when BlackBerrys were still the smartphones of choice. Tweeting was something that birds did, and millennial was a term that we used to describe a period of 1,000 years, not an entire group of people that we wanted to market to. It's probably not a good time to mention that I was also in high school when that happened. Sorry, Chris. The change, though, in the last 15 years is really indicative of the change that we have to go through as public relations professionals. And I think Chris is nothing but adaptable. His name is, in fact, synonymous with thoughtful, creative problem solving, strategic PR planning, dedicated community service, outstanding leadership, and award-winning talent. I can go on and on and on about the things that you can find in his LinkedIn profile, but I thought it would be more interesting to ask some of his friends and colleagues and peers over the years to describe Chris Kemper. So let's roll the video.
It's Ashley. I just wanted to say congratulations on this prestigious award. I cannot think of anybody who deserves it more than you. Best conference partner ever.
Really, really old.
What a fitting tribute to honor Chris Kemper here at the Florida PRSA. I think they named it that when Chris was president of PRSA. We're really going to miss him. Way to keep in homeless PR people.
He's not dead.
You sure?
Making this video because you want to watch it.
Do we want to black him for this video next year?
I don't think so.
God, what a waste of time.
Congratulations, Chris.
I mean, it's been a really long time, Chris. It's time for you to go gently in the back at night. This isn't a risk.
Chris, congratulations on winning the WBE award. I can only assume that that stands for white, verbose, and balding, and so it's the perfect award for you. In all seriousness, congratulations. I'm sure Cincinnati is lucky to have you. I was thrilled to meet you when we were incoming presidents in Cincinnati and Indianapolis, respectively, and have enjoyed our relationship ever since.
So congratulations on everything you've done in Cincinnati PRSA, and I look forward to coming to visit you one of these days. Take care, have a good one.
I can't think about Cincinnati PRSA without thinking about Chris Kemper as part of
that. He's been such a huge part of that over the years. I feel like he's been on the board maybe forever. But really doing great things here in Cincinnati and really being a great, strong leader that a lot of people look up to. And he's been a mentor to so many people, some of whom that you may not even realize.
Chris Kemper has had a positive impact on Cincinnati PRSA in many different ways. He served as membership chair for nearly a decade. He was president in 2010. He helped form the new professionals group in Pro-Am Day. Many professionals around the city contribute some of their success to Chris Kemper.
You are very deserving of this award. You've done so much for the chapter and represented us nationally multiple times. You've just done a great job for PRSA, for the community, and congratulations on a very well-deserved award.
Let me just add my hearty congratulations on top of everyone else's. Best of luck in the future. I'm sure we'll see you around. Cheers.
Chris Kemper.
I mean, he deserves it, right? He let us just do that to him, and he had no idea it was coming. And he let us roast him a few years ago. So please help me welcome to the stage this year's WVB Award recipient, Chris Kemper, APR.
I did not know that was coming. And if you've ever wondered what it must feel like to be at your own wake, I think I just felt that right then and there. I think I saw a lot of friends in there, but I'm not so sure. Might be some ex-friends out there. Anyway, thank you very much. What an amazing honor. This is obviously a very special night for me. And what makes it even more special is the people who were here. I'd like to thank my friends and colleagues at Scripps, who are at the tables right here in front. I would like to recognize my wife, Jenna, who's here, who you will learn a little bit more about in a bit. And I would like to thank my mother and father-in-law, Drew and Michelle Ferguson, who have come here. So thank you all for being here. PRSA has had such an impact on my career that it's hard to quantify. In fact, it's difficult to think about my career or my life without PRSA. It started well before my career actually started. As Lauren referenced, thank you, I'm old, and in 1998 I was a senior at the University of Kentucky with a goal of finding a job at a PR firm in Cincinnati. The web was in its infancy, and beyond subscribing to the Cincinnati Enquirer, which was only hard copy back then, and certainly I couldn't afford it anyway, there's really no good way to look for jobs here. As a PRSA member, which is the Student Society, I knew about PRSA's Blue Book. Now, those of you who are as old as I am might remember the Blue Book. It was the hard copy, white pages of PRSA. I borrowed it from someone, and I decided that I would send a resume and a cover letter, snail mail, to each firm in Cincinnati that had at least 2 PRSA members. I then made follow-up calls, long distance. You youngsters, just Google that. We'll explain that later. To all of the firms in Cincinnati. And as I'm making these cold calls, I'm having trouble getting anyone to pick up the phone. And finally, I reached an actual person, Patsy Trubo of Hollister Trubo and Associates, who some of you know. Patsy, herself a WVB recipient in 2000, said, "Oh, honey, we're not what you're looking for. Why don't you call Northwick or Dan Pinger PR?" That was the first time that I received direction or support in my career through PRSA. first of many, many, many times. A few months later, I started my career at Dan Pinger, and a few months after that, I started on the board of PRSA. I'm guessing that I've been on the board for 179 months now, and as Lauren mentioned, my 180th will be my last. I don't know what's the appropriate gift for a 180-year anniversary. Does anyone know? Anyway, death? Is that what you just said? Well, so much love up here. As my career evolved, PRSA has been the one constant. I spent many years as the membership chair at PRSA. In fact, I came to fondly refer to myself as the perpetual membership chair because I really enjoyed the job. And I told new members, you get out of PRSA what you put into it. If you want PRSA to only be on your resume, that's your call. But if you want to get the most out of it, the opportunities are available to you. Well, I've received so much from PRSA and the PR community in Cincinnati, way more than I could ever give back. Friends, both here and across the country, as you saw, learning, mentors, encouragement, leadership opportunities. My first 2 trips to New York were because of PRSA. I was even roasted, as you saw, and I feel like I'm being roasted tonight in some ways. The only 2-time roaster in the history of our chapter. And job opportunities. Kevin Dugan is here tonight, the 2008 WVB winner, and Kevin used to tease me, at least I think it was teasing, that back when when he was at HSR, before I started there, he was looking to hire a new junior PR person, and he opened up the directory, and I was in the middle of the directory, saw my name, and decided to offer me a job because my name was in the middle of the directory. So I think he was kidding, I'm not sure. So I guess I should also be thankful that the letter K is in the middle of the alphabet, because when you open up the split. Anyway, I also got something else from PRSA that isn't on any recruitment materials. A bride. Yeah, you guys didn't know that story. I was on the Media Day Committee in 2000, and I was at the front desk as people were registering, and I saw a girl I recognized from college. And I said, didn't you go to UK? That was my big pickup line, that's right. But it worked. We just celebrated our 11th wedding anniversary last Saturday. Thank you. Jenny, you've always been there for me, and I greatly appreciate it. Now, at the time, it was a bit scandalous. For those of you who may have worked at Pinger at the time, and there are many former Pingerites out there, yeah, the Pinger Alumni Association, or worked at Northlake at the time, which is where Jenna worked, the Northlake Alumni Association. It was a bit scandalous that a Northlake person was dating a Pinger person. Are they going to trade secrets? What's going on here? Jen and I have come a long way since then. To close, Maya Angelou is quoted as saying, "People will forget what you say. People will forget what you do. But people will never forget how you make them feel." Thank you for making me feel the way I do tonight.
Thank you, Chris. And thank you, everyone, for playing along here while we cheers. Thank you.